everyone. Welcome again to the 21-22 school year. I just wanted to make us a video to do a quick OMHS tour, our online middle and high school, and show you some of the things that we're going to be talking about in our honors class this year. So once you log into our course and you go to your classes tab, once you log into your OMHS, you will see all of your courses listed here. Of course, your list will look different than mine. These are all the classes that I'm teaching, and you will have all of the set of classes you're taking. So I'm going to click into our Geometry Honors course, and you can do the same. And this will bring us to basically our course homepage. And we're going to focus on two tabs today. We're going to look at the Content Area tab, and we're going to look at the Plan tab. The Plan is like your calendar. So first, let's go to the Content Area tab. This is like our file system for our class. Here you'll find all of our lessons, all of our quizzes, all of our tests, all of our projects, any helpful information. The content starts here on the left, and then when you click on it, you'll see it populate on the right. Now I have it on your plan for this week as we're kind of getting settled into our classes to look through these folders, the course material folders and the helpful links folders. You'll find lots of really good information. I really want you guys to click on this syllabus and read it completely. Sit down with your learning coach and read it fully. If you can, it might be a great item for you to print and just have access to if you have any questions throughout the year. Make sure that you check out the website that I have for us, and then also your calculator for this year is going to be the Desmos calculator. So if you've been with us before, you know that we use the Desmos graphing calculator completely because one, it's free, two, it's what you use on the end of course SOL, and three, it's even more powerful than the TI calculators. So we will be using that in class the whole year, so you're ready to use it on that end of course test, and it is free. It's just a link. Again, you're going to be looking through these items as part of your assignments this week, all the different resources that I have for you guys. Continuing on the left, you'll see a folder for our Class Connect attendance quizzes. This is basically like our attendance tracking for your live class attendance. And we'll talk more about these in class if you're new to VAVA. It's nothing too tricky and you'll get the hang of it. But you'll have a Class Connect attendance quiz for every subject and every live class. Next, we have a folder for our live classes together and the Play Pause It video lessons that we're going to do. So in each of these folders, you guys will find some guided notes that you can use to print to go along with our lessons. So these are going to be some really good go-to folders here for you. This year, we do have a unit assessment retake policy. So again, we're going to talk more about this in class, but I wanted to bring it to your attention. Every assignment except unit tests and honors work, so anything else like quizzes or classwork assignments that I might assign, you will have 3 attempts on those. And those are there for you to use after, let's say you take one attempt and you want to review some more and take another, or you want to get some help in office hours, and those are just there for you. On the unit assessments, you have 1 attempt. If you would like an additional attempt, then I'm asking you to complete corrections on that assessment, submit those corrections through the OMHS Dropbox, and we'll go through how to do this. Come to office hours for a quick review. I'm going to check your corrections. We'll talk about anything that you guys might need help with still, and then I'll open a second attempt for you. And this is really just to your benefit. It's going to really give you a chance to focus on what you missed and have the opportunity to practice it and relearn it and get help from me before you take that second attempt. And then here is the main purpose of this video. I wanted to show you guys your honors coursework. So being an honors student, especially a math honors student, I mean, not to sound silly, but it's a great honor. You know, you guys have put in a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of dedication to get to this point. You have to be either recommended for honors or you have to test into honors. And so it's a big deal. And so before we even start, like I just want to say that I'm really proud of you and I'm excited that you're here because we're going to do a lot of fun and I think interesting projects throughout the year. Your honors course is year long, so we're going to have 5 honors projects in semester 1, and then we'll have 4 to 5 honors projects in semester 2. And we'll have a large culminating activity at the end for our whole honors experience. But in semester 1, your honors coursework, of course, you can read this, but it's going to contain 2 parts. We're going to be using discussion forums this year, which is going to be a really cool way for you guys to collaborate with each other, chat with each other, and hone those collaboration skills. These are going to start in October after we've had a chance to get to know each other better and also meet in live classes so we can work through those discussion forum topics. The second item is going to be some research and presentation projects. And sometimes, especially in semester 2, there might be some extended modules. Extended modules are going to be assignments that build off of what we've already learned and will take you beyond the content. So it won't be necessarily project-based. It's just going to be extended. Like we might get into some Algebra 2 topics, we might get into some analytic geometry topics. So it's just going to kind of go beyond the current material. But I will say like 90% of part 2 is going to be our research and presentation projects, those project-based learning opportunities. These are designed to be completed on your own, meaning we're not going to be spending class time on these projects and this content. So being in the honors program means that you also have that next level ability to sort of research on your own, ask questions. I will promise you that none of these projects are beyond your reach. I will also promise you that I will always be here for you. We always have an office hour. You can come for specific honors project help during those office hours. There will be times where we might be reviewing parts of the projects in class. So I don't want you to think like it's, all hands off from Miss Winslow. That's not true. But I will say most of our time spent together in class is going to be learning and reviewing the geometry content. And then the honors content is going to go beyond that past our live class time together. So let's look. I have an honors planning sheet for you guys. This planning sheet, I've assigned it to you to be done by August 27th. So you're going to have a week to review this planning sheet and turn it in. It does count for a grade. I'm going to open it so we can talk about it a little bit. And it's just a way, let me go back, for you guys to look ahead a little. Because remember, we have 5 modules. And so I want you to look at the scope of all the projects and just get a good idea of where our semester is headed. Here it is. All right, so you can see there are 5 total modules. The first is our planning phase, which we're in right now, and that's this planning document. You'll turn that in by August 27th via the Dropbox, which I'm going to show you in just one second. Module 2, if you were with us last year and you were in the honors program last year, I did a real world project. It is the same one for Module 1. So there's a note on that project. If you were participating in honors last year, please make sure you choose a different topic. There are so many ways that math is used in the real world. You'll have approximately 3 weeks to complete that. Module 2 is a project looking at the logic that's involved in advertising and the ways that the media and different companies can sort of skew our understanding of different products. So I'm hoping you guys find this super interesting. That's going to be due October 8th. Again, approximately 3 weeks to complete that. Module 3 is blank. So you can see you have an option for Module 3. So I'll show you Module 3 in one moment. Module 4 is a scale factor project, which includes a live virtual event with our Math 7 team and some of the other math teachers as well. And then Module 5 is the culminating capstone project. So that just means you're going to take all of the ideas and things that you learned in Modules 1 through 4 and put them into a culminating presentation project. So with this planning sheet that's due for me On the 27th, you need to pick your module 3. That's really the main thing you need to do. And it's going to tell me that you spent some time looking through the modules and you chose your module 3. You've looked at the due dates and you just have a good understanding of what's to come. So I want to talk about the due dates for a minute because you can see I put the dates that they're also assigned. You guys know the beauty of our program is your ability to work at your own pace to a certain degree, right? So you are absolutely able to work ahead. So let's say you finish the real world slide before the 17th. You can turn it in, of course, and then maybe you have some time on your hands and you want to get started looking at this logic and advertising project. These projects are placed throughout our semester strategically, so that way we do get through most of the content needed to complete that project. So if you go to start this project early, we may not have covered it yet in class, but again, that's still okay. You guys are honor students. You can certainly read the project, get a head start. Maybe you learn it on your own first, and then you have a head start for our live class together. So it's totally up to you. Remember, you can work ahead. Let me go back to our honors coursework. Each of the modules have a Dropbox folder attached to it. I'll show you that. Module 1, here are the project descriptions for that, and then you can see here it says submit here. So you would click there, and that's where you would turn in your PowerPoint slide that you completed. Module 2, logic and advertising, here's the project sheet, and then here's the submit here assignment. That's where you would Dropbox that assignment that you completed. I wanted to show you module 3 because you have 2 choices. I'm so excited about when I was drafting these projects, I was like, I want to make these. So I might make these alongside you guys because I haven't done these yet. They're new this year. We have a dog park planning project where you can design and plan and pitch your own dog park to a city council. And then we have the other option is an obstacle course planning. You guys ever heard of like those, what's it called? Let's see, let me open it. Okay, so there's a lot of really good information in this project sheet. And all the details that you need to complete the assignments. Oh, I was thinking those like mud runs, those Spartan races. That's what this is. You're going to be able to create your very own Spartan race, your own obstacle course. And this has a 3D model option attached to it. I provide some samples for you. So as you read through the 2 different project sheets, you can choose the one you want to complete for Module 3. And it's totally fine. Let's say you choose you want to do the obstacle course now and you turn that planning sheet into me. But as the semester goes on, you change your mind and you want to do the dog park. That's totally fine. Here's the samples. You just change your mind. You can let me know, send me an email, and we'll change your project. Here are some of the design samples. And I promise you, all the modules that we have all have something to do with math. That's the whole goal, right? To connect with you guys, what you're doing in class and beyond with the real world. Module 4 is our scale factor project, and it has to do with Willy Wonka and different candy bars. And then this also has a part where you're going to attend a virtual event held by some of our teachers where they go through scale factor drawings. Pretty cool. And then again, our capstone project here. I just want to emphasize the ability to work at your own pace and having that planning sheet printed out with those due dates of each of those modules is going to be key. And of course, we're going to talk about in class, but that's the whole goal of this planning sheet is to give you guys a good look ahead at what's to come. If we go to our plan, which is like our calendar, if you're new to us, I wanted to point out anything that is assigned in a week is due by that Friday. So you can see we have our first math content on Tuesday, unit or lesson 1.02, and that the idea is for you guys to log in on Tuesday and complete your math work that day. But it should definitely be done by Friday. That's considered the due date. After Friday, if you have not completed 1.02, you'll get a 0 for that assignment. You'll see a 0 in the gradebook. You then have until the end date. The end date for quarter 1 is October 15th, and that's also in the syllabus that you've read very carefully. And so you have until October 15th to get that assignment in and replace your 0. If after the October 15th you do not do the assignment, then the 0 stays. So it's kind of the hallmark flexibility of our program. We have the date that it's assigned, and it's expected, if you guys want to stay on track, that you do it that day. But we know that things happen, right? Maybe you've shifted your work. Maybe you've decided to do math on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and you're combining assignments. Or maybe you were, sick this day. Maybe you had computer issues this day. Maybe you spent more time in ELA than you thought you would this day. And so you do have the flexibility to complete this assignment just before that Friday. So I hope that this video helped you guys. I am so excited to see you in class. We'll talk more about all of this then. Please reach out if you need anything or have questions in the meantime, and I'll see you guys soon.